And now our roles have reversed for real. Looks like we're here.
What is this place?
Oh, they're here!
Finally. We've been waiting. This way.
Welcome to the looking glass room.
I like that he's like, hooray, we're all here now. Let's have a party, everybody.
This is the place where we were born. The place that connects the looking glass world to reality.
Connects how? Each of these huge crystals acts as a mirror.
When you take a closer look, you can see that it's a gateway to our worlds.
Through these worlds were originally single rooms.
But one thing led to another, and our whole worldview changed.
All thanks to Sister for giving us stories of our own. Though in my case, it's a little different.
True that. By passing through these crystals, we gained a consciousness of our own. The crystal mirrors lead both to reality and to the subconscious minds of the other personalities. You could say this is the realm of the unconscious.
What do you mean?
The unconscious is everything outside one's immediate awareness. The things one cannot perceive directly. Anything without a consciousness of its own is then consumed by the unconscious. Just as you were when you first arrived.
Do they really need the full explanation? I mean, they passed through the mirror to get to us. Arisu's not the problem here. It's Alistair. Oh, so it seems, isn't it?
Hey, did you actually explain it to him? Because he's totally zoning out.
Kinda?
Give me a break.
Look, I don't understand all of this myself, okay?
To be fair, we only recently grasped the truth of this world ourselves. Recently? More like just now. Who are you people?
Seeing as our dear king seems confused, let's all introduce ourselves, shall we? Fair enough. I'm Cinderella, the first personality you ever made.
I'm Snow White, your second personality. I am Red Riding Hood, your third personality. Name's Kaguya, and I'm your fourth personality.
I am the wizard, and as it happens, your fifth personality.
And I'm Gretel, your sixth personality.
Alistair, surely you know us all very well.
Yes, I do. You're the personalities who live inside me. That is correct. But you all look so... These are our true forms, yeah? Actually, no, our ideal forms. We have no body of our own, but in this world we can take any form we like.
When we wake up, we're always stuck in your body, though.
Do you understand our current predicament? This is a dream. I'm dreaming.
Sonotori!
Arisu. If this is a dream, then you're...
Yep. I'm Arisu. Your seventh personality.
What? How can this be? How are you one of my personalities? So all this time, the Arisu I thought I knew was just...
Don't worry. The real Eureka Arisu does in fact exist.
Then who are you?
I am her shadow, In order to save the prince of the Looking Glass world, Eureka Arisu created a heroine in your heart. I was created using your memories of Eureka Arisu, plus everything she's saying to you in the real world.
She came to save me. In my dreams.
That's right. The prince took so long to wake up, the princess got impatient.
We're totally gonna have to explain everything, aren't we?
Mr. Wizard, please explain it to him the same way you did for us.
Good grief. Again.
Unlike the rest of us, you have all of our memories. Suck it up.
It is the heavy price you pay, Mr. Wizard.
I never asked to have these memories, you know. Well, whatever. Hello there, Alistair. As I said earlier, I'm the wizard, your fifth personality.
The wizard.
You must be surprised to learn that I exist. So was everyone else. None of these fine folks knew I was here. And while normally I'd say, nice to meet you, the truth is we're already acquainted.
Huh?
I was always spying on you from inside your head. Whenever you felt someone watching you, that was me. See, I'm special. I possess all of the memories spanning across all your personalities. The others can interact, but they don't have the same memories. I, however, do. So I know exactly what's happened to you over the course of your entire life. You remember the Bamboo House orphanage, right?
A little of it.
From your perspective, you woke up and suddenly found yourself there.
I wonder why it switched to red of all people, not Kaguya.
It wasn't your first experience with memory loss, but this time the gap was so large that you realized someone else was inside you. Then an orphanage worker took you to the psych ward. There you were diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, or multiple personality disorder as it's known in fiction. All this time, you kept disassociating to escape the tragedies in your life. This behavior created Cinderella, Snow White, Red Riding Hood, and Kaguya. Then I was born after that. Created by a psychiatrist, in fact. He wanted to craft a flawless personality with all the knowledge and memories of the others. One that could endure the pain. He wanted me to be the new Alistair. I was meant to unify all the personalities and live a healthy life under your name. Frankly, I'm more qualified than anyone else here, including you. Unlike you, I have all of your memories. I'm confident I would put your mind and body to better use. Everything you could never get, I probably could. Even your wildest dreams. Because I have the talent.
And the humility? Don't forget that part.
Whoa. Wizard man. But I am not Alistair. I could never be Alistair. Because I'm me. Same for everyone else here. None of them think of themselves as Alistair. So I couldn't be what the doctor wanted. No one ever noticed I was there. Save for one person. The rest is just as you remember it. After the psychiatrist abandoned us, we were adopted by the Arisu family. That's where we reunited with Eureka Arisu. Your time at the Arisu estate wasn't all sunshine and roses, but I'd say it was the most stability you'd had in a while. The Arisu family was sympathetic to your problems. They understood you, and they had plenty of money to support you. Ironic, isn't it? Whereas your own blood relatives treated you like trash, these total strangers were actually kind to you. But then those kind parental figures left for work. After that, it was just you and Eureka all alone in that old house. She was a smart, capable girl, cheerful, optimistic, and brave. And she was very kind to you. Devoted, you might say. The closer you got to her, the more you fell for her. Isn't that right? Well, that applied to the rest of us too. Don't pretend you didn't notice.
Yeah, I noticed. Right from the start. I don't know the details, but I got the sense she was making friends with all of you. After I met her, I didn't encounter the problems I had before.
It didn't solve everything, however. We all had deep, unshakable trauma. And as long as those wounds remained untreated, we would forever live in your head. But of course, this affliction wasn't easy to heal. Time passed and the wounds festered. Then you disassociated again.
That's where I come in.
You must have been so confused. You stabilized after you moved into the Arisu house. You even found people who could understand you. And yet it happened again. Then Eureka's brother told you she was to blame. Only he could see the abnormality in her. She only cared about the man she loved. Anything else was just a game of chess to her, be it her family, her friends, or even herself. Then a major incident occurred.
It was my fault. Because I wanted to devour Sister so badly. Gretel.
Following your violent outburst, you were suspended. And when Eureka got herself suspended right afterwards, you caught a glimpse of her madness. After that, you lost your trust in her. You started to question who it was she truly loved. Then you succumbed to despair and went to the lake.
Right. I swallowed a ton of sleeping pills.
It seems you finally remember.
Why? Why'd you do it, mate? Were you trying to off yourself? You knew what would happen if you swallowed all those pills. You knew. You knew it would hurt our puppet. I wasn't trying to kill myself. Explain all this, then. We cannot blame Alistair alone. While we had no ill intentions, the fact remains. We swapped in and out of his body and controlled it as we saw fit. It was our actions that caused him that much pain, and we should hold ourselves accountable. Yeah, and what of our pain? If he didn't want us ruining his life, then I reckon he shouldn't have saddled us with the shoddy parts. Why are we always the villains?
He didn't mean to create us. He just didn't have any other choice.
Exactly. He's a weak person. Just like we are. We've all suffered. Not just him. And not just us. That being said, I cannot accept this. Yes, we have all endured deep, unshakable trauma. Meeting Eureka didn't change this. But if we could have taken things more slowly... There was no time for that. What? I swallowed the pills because I needed to talk to you guys. Cinderella, Snow White, Red Riding Hood, Kaguya, Wizard, Gretel. I wanted to have a conversation with all of you living here inside me.
A conversation? And that's why you endangered your life?
Yeah. I figured I'd never be able to meet you otherwise. I knew you all existed. I knew I had DID. The psychiatrist told me you all either stayed in your rooms or visited the darkness in order to talk. It's been on my mind this whole time. I knew you guys could talk to each other, so why couldn't I go to the darkness too? But I should have expected it. Like the wizard said, this is my subconscious mind. I was never going to be able to consciously come here. And yet, here you are. Yeah. Dream interpretation exists for a reason. In a dream, you can consciously perceive the workings of the subconscious. One can say that a dream is a reproduction or recreation of our memories. In most cases, the people and places that appear in your dreams are taken wholesale from your past. So I figured maybe I could speak with you in a dream.
Why aren't you just running away from the real world?
What?
You were struggling with your dissociative identity disorder. You were afraid of us. Isn't that why you rejected Eureka's love?
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is! I have all your memories, and I remember that day!
Dude, the wizard's pissed. Thanks, Cinderella, for stating the blaringly obvious. He's got a horse in this race, man. This is now or never.
That day, you looked in the mirror and asked us how we felt about Eureka. And I told you I loved her. Then you freaked out, and when she came running, you told her you weren't sure she really loved you. But even then, she refused to give up on you. In order to heal you, she created a Eureka Arisu personality inside your head. And as you slept, she told you stories.
What stories?
Remember what I said earlier. We all have deep, unshakable trauma. And as long as those wounds remain untreated, we will forever live in your head. So, in order for us to have good dreams, she sent us stories with all her love. The love gift of a fairy tale. Stories in which we took turns being the prince while she was the princess. Of course, it didn't go perfectly. Sometimes she slipped up and made bad decisions. At those points, I stepped in to kill her. A single story can't have multiple heroines after all. That was the role she chose for me. Every time she healed one of us, you regained a little more of yourself. And now, Alistair, it's time for your story.
Now you should be pretty much up to speed. Yeah, I think I am. I'm sorry. What I did was out of line, and I know nobody's happy about it. I don't expect my apology to fix anything. I brought it all on myself by being so weak. Don't worry about that. What was it you were so desperate to talk to us about? Eureka Arisu.
Me?
When I said I didn't have time, I meant because of her.
I don't get it.
Arisu is a strong girl. Smart, capable, brave. She has everything I lack. She was kind to me, and I'm sure she was kind to you guys too. If we'd taken things slowly, yeah, she probably could have healed you guys regardless. But what about her? Ryoshi told me she only cares about the guy she loves. I didn't get it at first, but after I saw how she reacted in the aftermath of Gretel's incident, I figured it out. She would sacrifice anything for us, even herself. And she can't possibly predict the repercussions. She could lose her friends, or the trust of her family. She might just lose everything, but she won't let any of it stop her. She's already sacrificed more than you know. Not only that, I saw her crying. She tries to be there for us, but it's hard on her too. At the rate she's going, she'll ruin her whole life for our sake. That's why I made a stand. To save her, I plunged into the dream world to meet you guys. For her?
Well, I'll be damned. Turns out our crush is mutual after all. Looks like I got jealous and hurt over a misunderstanding of my own making. But deep down, I always knew.
Anyone else want to offer their viewpoint? Alistair seems to want to discuss the situation between us and Eureka.
Sure, let's talk. I have no objections. I haven't got any either. I mean, if it's for Eureka Arisu, I don't think any of us would decline.
Probably not.
No.
Then let's get started.
Right. Thanks, guys.
Hey,
What is it, Arisu?
sorry to butt in while you're trying to sort things out, but should I leave or something? I may be Arisu, but I'm not Eureka. I'm just a doppelganger she created.
I'd like you to stay. After all, I want to speak to all of my personalities.
Aw, Alistair. All right then, I'll stay. Okay, well, what about Eureka do you want to talk about?
Well, probably how to make her happy, right? That's not hard, is it? We've just got to disappear then. It's not normal for us to share a single body. And since we can't predict when we'll swap, she'd have a proper nightmare of a time being our girlfriend. That's why we've all got to fuse with Alistair. For her sake. I knew that was coming. Same.
Hold on a minute. Are you sure you're all okay with that? You'll disappear. We really need to talk this through. Maybe there's a better option. So you say, but...
Well, we could lay down some rules. For example, we could operate on a timetable to decide who gets to be in control of Alistair.
Huh?
Then we would all get to share Eureka. But only if everyone consents to that, of course.
I don't like it. I don't want to share my girlfriend with anyone, even if they are in the same body as me. The thought makes me sick with jealousy. Same for me as well. I want Papa to only be mine. I don't want any other bloke having her. I am also opposed. Though I can't quite explain why that is.
Tsundere reasons read.
If it's what she would want, then I'm cool with it personally.
Ideally, I'd want to be the selfless guy who can put her happiness first, but it's not that easy to convince myself.
Sounds like no has the majority vote. Motion denied. Are you sure about this, Alistair? Huh? About what? You said you wanted to talk to us, but we might not agree with you on certain issues. And if your opinion as the main personality takes precedence, then there's no point in having a discussion at all. Yeah, I get that. I want to take all your individual opinions into account. Glad to hear it.
Alright then, let's continue the conversation.
If we're going back to the fusion proposal, then I have to ask, sister aside, is there anyone who actively wants to disappear? I'll take that as a no.
Like how any of us would want to disappear. It's suicide.
If you'd asked me a while ago, I might have said I would. Kaguya. Me too. You too, Snow White? Well, Snow White and Kaguya have both experienced some top-tier trauma. Oh, right. But I don't feel that way anymore. I admit, for a long time I was living in a nightmare, but then Eureka came and turned it into a sweet dream. Me, I always wanted to go home to the moon, but now I've changed my mind. She changed us. For that matter, are we sure Sister truly loves Alistair? What do you mean? Whenever she spoke to me, I got the sense she was romantically interested, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't just seeing things. Even I don't know the answer to that. She said that she loves me, but...
Way to humble brag.
That's my boy, Cinderella.
No, I'm not trying to. Maybe she's secretly in love with one of us, then. No, that's not possible. What makes you say that? I know she's in love with Alistair. When I tried to have my way with her, I pretended to be him, but she rejected me. Excuse me? You did what? You tried to...
I'm so glad we got one last.
Arsa, is this true?
Huh? Well, why me? I don't remember that at all. That happened to Eureka Arisa, not me.
Not that part. I can't pretend I'm not curious, but... Is it true she's in love with Alistair? Yeah, you're a shadow of Eureka Arisa. Surely you know how she feels.
Honestly, not really. I'm her, but she's not me. That being said, you know how Snow White was saying that she healed all of you? Sure, maybe it was just a dream, so it wasn't real life, but... The one thing I can say for sure is this. She sincerely wanted you all to find happiness in some way. That's the sense I got as well, girl. Don't let me down, Eureka. So if you ask me, I'd say she really loves every single one of you. But there's only one of her. Her love cannot be divided. So, in order for you to have good dreams, she sent you the love gift of a fairy tale.
Eureka Arisa has helped us all so much. I wonder which version of her I fell for. I mean, obviously I like both of them, but... Part of me thinks the one that truly stole my heart was the girl in the dream who healed my pain.
I have been thinking about this as well. After she healed me, this other version of Miss Arisu appeared, and it was so strange. I could tell that she wasn't the same woman I loved. Of course she isn't. She doesn't have those special memories. That's the difference between the two. It was those memories that made you fall for her. I reckon this is how the real Eureka must have felt back in the real world. Same face, voice, and personality, but it's still not the same. Hard to say whether it's really her at all.
Well then, if you had to choose between the real Eureka Arisu and the dream version, who would you pick?
I promised her that I'd still love Eureka Arisu even after the dream was over. But when this Arisu showed up, I realized. In the end, the Eureka Arisu I love is the one from my dream.
Same here. I don't love Arisu or Eureka Arisu. I love my Eureka.
I agree. I care about them both very much, but if you ask me who I love, it's not sister. It's Eureka.
Damn! Boy even gave up his sister complex thing. Real life sister complex thing was like, nope, my girl Eureka with a name. There's some character development for you.
I'll choose Eureka as well. She needed me, and she saved me. What about you, Red Riding Hood? Me? I do not love Miss Arisu. The one I love is Eureka.
Well, I'll be.
There's one boy who hasn't spoken up yet, though. How did you end up feeling about your cat lady, sir?
We all fell for the versions of her that loved us in our stories. We each have a princess of our own.
What about you, Wizard? You had a story too, didn't you?
I did. But I'm not like the rest of you. I am in love with the real Eureka Arisu.
All right, then.
Now, Alistair, who is it that you love?
Huh?
You rejected her love. So why did you decide to help her? Do you love her or not?
I admit, I rejected her love that day. My story has always had a lot of missing pieces, and it's been a struggle. All my life, I've had strangers worry over me or question me. Somehow it felt like I was always in two places at once. It was eerie and surreal. I spent every moment in fear and revulsion. I was so scared of everyone around me I wanted to run away. Despite all that, Eureka reached out to me. But I was still afraid of her. I couldn't tell what she was thinking. Sure, she was kind to me, but I could never be sure she loved me, or a different me I didn't know. But when I saw her crying that night, I thought to myself, I want to heal her. The princess of my story is the real Eureka Arisu.
I had a feeling this was coming. Fine, I'll disappear. She's already rejected me, so I have no regrets.
Mr. Wizard, are you sure?
Your situation's different, though. The rest of us got happy endings, but you...
Mine was happy enough.
Huh? It's nothing.
No? No? Say that again. Come on, Mr. Wizard, just let us give you a happy ending with everybody, please.
I was always planning to let her kill me anyway. What about the rest of you? No lingering attachments?
Not a one.
Can't say I don't have any regrets, but it's alright.
I can accept it too.
What about Snow and Red?
You two both have friends in the real world, right?
Wolf and Mr. Huntsman, was it?
The ones you've met here in the Looking Glass world aren't real. Ryoshi would never admit it aloud, but he wants to see Snow White. And Wolf moved back to this backwater town just to find Red Riding Hood. Don't you want to see them too?
Well... Then why don't you just say hi to them every now and then? Using my body, I mean. What? But won't that cause problems for you? Exactly. You're the one who needs us to disappear in the first place. Yeah, but... Are you afraid of getting all your memories back? Good point. If he regains all of our memories at once, it'll hit him like a ton of bricks. No. That's not it. I admit, I'm scared of experiencing those bad memories for the first time, but that's not why. After talking with all of you, I realize now that getting you to disappear won't make Eureka happy. Huh? I think what she truly wants is to make all of you happy. All of us. You mean the thing where we all share her? Not that. You guys already voted against that. Besides, you've said you're not actually in love with the real Eureka, right? She loves you guys so much. That's why she wanted you to find happiness. She wanted to heal you. But she's only one person. Her love cannot be divided. Then I wandered into the dream world, and at that point an idea occurred to her. She could express that love through stories, and send them to you while she was waking me. That way there could be more than just one of her. That way her love could be divided. Then she used those love stories to heal you, just as she planned. It sounds absurd, but that's exactly the sister I know. Quite right.
She wanted all of us to get a happy ending. Is she a philanthropist or just plain greedy?
Knowing her, probably both.
Touché.
That's why I want to grant her wish. In order to heal her. Nobody needs to disappear. All you have to do is keep on living happily in my head.
Yes! Yes, this is all I wanted! This is all I wanted! Yes!
So you want us to keep dreaming? Is that it? Yeah. I guess that's what I'm getting at. I'm sure it won't be an easy choice to make. You're all unique individuals. You may hesitate to cut ties with the real world. And it might be hard to accept that your time here was all a dream. Sure. Maybe it was all a dream. Maybe none of it was real. But like you said, she sincerely wanted us all to find happiness in some way, right? Yeah, exactly. And the fact remains that she succeeded in healing us. So how do we all feel about my proposal?
I'm cool with it, I guess.
Me too. though it means I won't be able to keep my promise. I'm fine with it. I don't mind. I have no objections.
Wizard, I will do whatever the Queen commands. Then it's settled.
Damn it, Mr. Wizard. Why do you gotta be so begrudging? Just be happy. Enjoy your cat girl. You have a literal cat girl. An anime cat girl. What more do you want in life? Just let her love you.
Indeed. Democracy. What? Well, it feels like the democratic process at work, don't you think? We all made this decision as a group by hashing it out. Guess that makes us the Taisho democracy.
And it all comes full circle.
I see what you did there.
Well done. Well done, everyone.
In Japanese, Taisho refers to the symmetry of mirror reflections.
Get out of town.
And a democracy is a society where everyone gets a say. A government by the people, for the people.
Don't forget the Taisho in the Taisho era. It represents the people's plea for a just government.
Feels weird knowing Eureka Arisu was the one to bring us all together.
First she brings us together. Then she brings us to our demise. Fitting, I suppose.
Come to think of it, did you guys know each other before today?
Knew of each other, sure, but this is my first time seeing some of them, namely Snow and the Wizard. Although the wizard showed up in my story as a shady fortune teller,
I wasn't a fortune teller! I'm a wizard!
Same difference.
Now that I think about it, I never met the wizard. Nor had I.
That's because of my role as the wizard. I showed up only to throw a wrench into your little fairy tales.
Gee, thanks a lot. We went through hell because of you.
You did that to yourself, Gretel.
In your case, I should think it was heaven. Stop. Don't bring it back up, you sadist.
You're the sadist. Get out of here.
You could have at least introduced yourself. Why did you stay quiet all this time?
Because I had no intention of getting buddy-buddy with any of you. You all overthink things way too much. The past is in the past, and there's nothing you can do about it, so get over it. So obnoxious.
Says the one who wasn't around for it. Need I point out what happened to the bloke who went through it all to begin with?
Yes, I get it. I can see now that I was wrong. The past, he says. Exactly how much time has passed out in the real world anyway?
Eureka Arisu is surely waiting on tenterhooks for Alistair to awaken. I reckon so. Arisu, can you take him to the other side? The discussion's over now, so he needs to get back to reality.
Can't leave him alone for too long, or who knows what kind of trouble he'll wander into next.
Huh, you can say that again. And remember, you mustn't go astray. You're one to talk. You got me. Hold on. What? I vowed never to do it again. Yeah, I know. The rest of us will go back to our worlds. We each have someone special waiting for us, and we don't want her to worry.
Do you guys want to establish that she is in fact there before we, just wrap this up with a bow? I just want to, make absolutely sure they're all the Eurekas are there. I mean, I'm sure it is. Good ending and all that, but Whew. Please, guys, just be happy. Okay, got it. I'll take Alistair home.
Thanks, Arisu.
Please do.
Just leave it to me.
Guys, thank you. I'm so glad we were able to talk it out.
Alistair, a dream is a wish your heart makes.
Cinderella, did you have to come in and steal my heart at the end?
A dream is a wish your heart makes. Your Princess Charming came all this way just to find you. She's a real keeper, you hear me?
Right. Thanks, Cinderella. Alistair, I was always jealous that Mother loved you and not me. But the way I see it now is, I think Mother was trying to accept me. That's why she made me my favorite apple pie before she died. Yeah, I agree. Thanks for everything. Take care. Thank you too, Snow White. Alistair, I sincerely apologize for all the trouble I caused you. Likewise, I'm sorry too. No, don't be. Wait, we're going in circles. Alistair, I forgive you. Thanks, Red. I forgive you too. Alistair, sorry for having a go at you just now. It's okay. The earth is tainted, full of unsightly things, but we're all greedy humans just the same. That's why you mustn't wish to go to the moon. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Kaguya. Wizard. You really love her, don't you?
Yes, I do. Much more than you do. I love her so much, in fact, I'll choose her happiness over mine.
Thank you, Wizard.
But Alistair, to maintain your position, you'll have to run at full speed. The moment you stop, I might just come to kill you.
Well, that's terrifying.
I have to agree. That was, Woo. Eee, got some chills there.
I'll call the police! He's gone yandere.
You three don't have the right to judge!
Hey, they know what to look for, alright? They know the warning signs.
Alistair, be careful not to overdose on candy. And be careful how you handle Sister, too. She's very good at playing us like a fiddle. Despite everything, I'm glad we had the chance to meet. Thanks, Gretel. I'll be careful. I'm glad I met you too. All of you.
Okay, Alistair, it's time to go.
Right.
I am on my way, honey, have your phone down, never put down, I'm gonna go here